I'm back again. Why is that woman on YouTube all the time? My God, she's a bit of a narcissist, me thinks. No, it's not that, guys. It's just, I don't know. I mean, hey, I don't know what's going to happen in an hour from now or tomorrow or anything at all. And I can worry about what other people might think as to why I'm doing this or that or the other. Or I could censor myself and think, well, I really shouldn't make another video, even though I feel like doing one. And I say, fuck it to all of that, because, you know, the truth has got to be spoken one way or another, and far too few people are speaking the truth. I'm one of them. Well, then again, that sounds really up my own arse as well, doesn't it? But I don't know if I'm speaking the truth, hey? Sometimes I guess I am. Sometimes I'm getting it wrong. Like I said, I'm just as fucked up as everybody else. No, it's just a thought. I had a thought and I thought, wow, yeah, you know, so I want to do a video about it. And then I'll have a break. So I had to go to Tavistock today. And yeah, I had to get some bits and pieces, you know. And it's cold and it's windy and there is a massive, you know, it's just the weather is, well, it's autumn. And there was these two Jehovah's Witnesses stood there with their, you know, their paraphernalia. And I thought to myself, you know, every time I come across Jehovah's Witnesses or other people that are religiously entrenched, whatever, they look so unhappy. They look so unhappy. I mean, they exude bleakness, right? And I'm thinking, how can they possibly think or feel that they are on the right path? And then I thought, I know why. I know why. Because we're programmed to think that happiness and well-being is an unnatural state. That is the truth. And that everybody who wants happiness, who wants meaning, who wants fulfillment, who wants peace, who wants love and communion and belonging, is somehow, well, a divergence, is divergent and is akin to a lazy, good-for-nothing lounge lizard. Yeah? I reckon cats have got it right, you know. I was watching this little documentary about Istanbul and the cats in Istanbul, and I tell you, they live a good life there, man. Everybody, everywhere is feeding them fishies and all things, and, you know, they're all looking very good. And cats, man, they don't care, yeah. They just laze about, and they get attention, and they get you to do everything for them, you know. And nobody gives them a hard time, do they? No, it seriously is. There's so many people entrenched in religions and cults. Remember Jim Jones in the temple? Wow, you know? And I mean, that is it. That's it. That's why I've always been interested in cults and in mind control and stuff like that, because I know, and I've always known this one way or another, that that's what it's all about, because people align themselves with this state of unhappiness. You know, my parents were born again Christians and they were incredibly unhappy, and it was always about, oh, it's the will of God, it's the will of God, we must suffer, we must accept suffering because it's the will of God. Happiness is not natural. Even Buddhism, you know, Buddhism will tell you time and time again that life is all about suffering, and, you know, that you have to accept that suffering because it's the natural way of things. We are programmed to think that we must be unhappy and that we must suffer to make us willing and obedient slaves, and people lap it up. It is definitely, it's Stockholm syndrome of a kind. It's masochism, and the archons, or the archonic virus, is a sadistic evil, twisted tyrant. And every tyrant needs a masochist. The system is masochistic. I mean, today, oh my god, I tried to install VLC player on my Mac, and that was like trying to get blood out of a million stones. I've got it sorted now, but everything is designed to be tortuously difficult. Now, Derek, you left a good comment there, and you get it as well, you know. And for us to, you know this, because when you ask yourself, hey, I want to be happy, don't you always feel a sense of guilt and a sense of unease and a sense of, don't be so silly. Happiness, how dare you think you can be happy, how dare you think you can be so much more than this, how dare you think that you can stick your head above the parapet, you're gonna be shot down, you're gonna be fucking, taken down a peg or 10. You don't deserve to be happy, and this is why people get involved in cults. That's why people opt for suffering, misery, unhappiness and slavery each and every time, and they just I think they kind of love it, this is self-hate again. All this like stuff with S&M in sex as well, it's all about punishment, we must be punished. And this world is run by sadists. They have created all of this, the traffic jams everywhere. There's the world's longest traffic jam in China somewhere. It's been going for like 20 years, Do you remember that film with Michael Douglas? It's called Falling Down. This is about a guy who's just had enough, and he's in this traffic jam, and it just goes on and on and on and on. And he snaps. It's the straw that breaks the camel's back. He snaps. And, he just gets out of his car, he just leaves it there, and all the guy behind him like, oh, motherfucker, typical. And he goes on a rampage. Now, I'm not saying we should, but that is reactionary, that's what they want, chaos, that's why they do it, you see. It's like a cattle prod, to get that reaction. And I was again feeling really reactionary today. I don't feel good about it, like in my earlier video I was talking about, don't take the bait. That takes practice, people. That takes practice, and it requires a great amount of self-love and self-forgiveness. So when we get it wrong, go easy on yourself, man. You'll have learned that when you get it wrong, you must punish yourself. You must bludgeon yourself mercilessly. You must be terrified because you got it wrong. That means you're never going to get it right. And anyway, you're worthless and you deserve to suffer. So get stuck in that traffic jam for the next 30 years, until you're, a withered, desiccated corpse sitting behind a steering wheel with a fag in your lips and a lighter in your hand like that, and you've been there for 30 years, and then the light will go green. Sod's law. We are habituated to misery, people. All of us are. We are habituated to misery. Yes, we are. It's a program, and I'm calling it out. We deserve happiness, and happiness is a very broad term, and I'm not going to go into it, whatever happiness means for you, Happiness, safety, fulfillment, immense, unlimited creativity, magic, miracles, beauty, breakthrough, communion, belonging, dreams, imaginations, love. We deserve that. We deserve so much more than that. So how do we habituate ourselves to that when, indulge yourself, do that with awareness and discernment. I mean, I like to indulge myself sometimes with things that I ought not to, like eating half a tub of ice cream and I'm feeling really, really sick. Because of the sugar, you know, and sugar, as I said in one of my previous videos, is crank, right? It's designed to fuck you up in the head, to screw with you and to make you, you know, turn into, I don't know, a psychopathic type of person, you know. I don't know, somebody who goes out with an electric drill and does strange things. But, you know, go and have a nice massage. Watch something good and educational, if you can find it. Or sing this song. If you're happy and you know it, stay in bed. If you're happy and you know it, stay in bed. If you're happy and you know it, getting up will surely blow it. If you're happy and you know it, stay in bed. Yes. Let's try and habituate ourselves to doing things that we feel guilty about doing. As in, I want to stay in bed all day. I want to spend money on this or that. I want to watch this. I want to read that book. I want to swear loads, scream, cry, rage. I want to leave my job today because I absolutely hate it and I have enough money saved, so I'm going to just take the plunge. I'm going to take a leap of faith. I'm going to love myself and accept myself as I am, warts and all. That's always a good one. You know, be very aware, people, that yes, we do deserve all of that and so much more. Yes, we do. We do. And before I start babbling absolute nonsense, because I haven't taken my meds just yet, I will leave you to it. And, you know, love you all. Toodaloo.